I kind of ended abruptly because my partner walked in and he didn't know I was fine and he was being really loud and I didn't want to put him by surprise. And so I was like, hey, what's up? And quit and tell him what was up. Here we are. Took a little break. Switch camera here. I don't want to get some of these covers. Again, my box of papers. This isn't them. 1951. Look at what is that? Circulation over 5,200,000. They were 20 cents. Most people at this time still did not have televisions in their homes. So there was no radio, but advertising was in these magazines. And this I found over almost all of the old vintage magazines. There's a gold mine, just a gold mine of beautiful pictures and photography and artworks. Anybody that did anything had their stuff in this. 1946. That was that circus and that picture that I'll talk about, which that's that. Like again, as I'm ashamed to say, I'm going through these. I didn't keep up with them because I was just doing it for collage art. I'm an artist, and so I would cut that chick out and go turn on to something and forego that if I didn't want it. But look at that. And so we got to the point where I was like, yep, gotta keep both that. It's gonna have to happen that way. And now I just want to kind of go over each one for my own sake, I suppose. I don't know. Or they're praying, or they're going away. I can't have enough glue in this world. So who's taking care of them? Look at her. The artistry, like everything was drawn. Like cracks me at the most, and you're gonna see the Jolly Green Giant. He was just a drawing, and then when he became a person, it was like, oh, I'll show you how pretty her little lips are. She loves, and she loves that type silver. See, targeted. Who is this? Elaine Stewart, 1953. Mm-hmm. I'm looking at. And here I am, trying to figure out 15 different things at one time, whether I want to do a podcast and should. I should be looking this stuff up and know information about what this went to. And I do have a box of books, magazines, full magazines that I made to be able to go through from beginning to end. I'm feeling a little lost on these. They are strictly gratuitously, I'm going to go through them. And if someone ever looks online for vintage and fast forwards through all this crap, gets to a place in life that they need that picture, well, they get a hold of me, and here they are. Look at that, Nesbits. Whoop, whoop. Hashtag. All right. Berlinder. It's attached here. Let's open it. More silverware. Yours with yours to love. I have never had a man give me spoons. 1950. Y'all had it messed up. In more than so many one ways. Oh, I searched too. You'll see. So let's just, I see some very, very, very creative people on Instagram or collage art. If you want to follow some creative like pages on Instagram, collage artists, they take these and they do things with never as a collage artist consider doing, like these little one daily page, like break it apart and think of something wacky. And I always try to do bigger than, and the wear and tear on these papers. Charlotte, North Carolina. It's a summer party. Mm-mm. This was a good just for like a collector's sake or wanting good advocacy, good old advertising. This particular issue was put out on January 2nd, 1950. Was 20 cents. It was the yearly. There's different levels of subscriptions. This one was a thicker book and more stuff in it. I have several of those that when I see them, I get, but look at that. So I've always had to fight. I always had to have see the struggle within, like, oh yeah, you're nice and everything, front page, but look at that. Look at, wait, where are we at? Here we are. Oh, my camera. I don't know. Ah, look at that. Ooh, yeah, see? All kinds of great stuff. And then this. They have this special section for children. I missed out so many things. Cons galore. And some after television came out. This is Norman Rockwell right there. That's Norman Rockwell. That drew that for a Plymouth ad. And see, I didn't even realize that until looking at it because I have another Norman Rockwell that I cut before I cut it all. Like it was like over here, and I took it. I'm gonna trim it out and put some other stuff. And then after I did that, I was like, I really messed. I should have just saved a solid piece. Look at that, Norman Rockwell. Look at that, not nice. And it doesn't make it a Norman Rockwell, but what it makes is he did almost all of his art for a magazine. And I think it's amazing when I run across some of it. And I cut one of them off because, I wasn't thinking of it. A big frozen food chest. Look. I love the inventions that we're going to come across in this episode. This is 1946. Like literally, they're saying, "Look, frozen food chest. Look, the Moist Master Kelvinator. Oh, look again, both combined in one." Interesting. So many refrigerator ads. I love them though. I'm not mad at the refrigerator ads, but where are you at? 1946. This was somebody that lived in, like, see this pink right here? I hate to expose it, but in Connecticut. This batch came from Connecticut. This one up here was Connecticut, Florida, Texas. Like I just ordered them off of eBay. And so they're coming from all over the United States stacks. And I love it. Interesting. So the front, 1946, February 11th, Church of the Saints. Abraham Lincoln, right? In this temple. I mean, you know, I'm trying to grab her. What does that even mean today? I don't know. Ginger Rogers, 1950. How to stretch your meat dollar. That's that's what she had to share the cover with. I bet that made her so mad at the time because she was like, look at her with her beauty mark. She was something. Okay, turning over. Bam. What did I tell you? Face to this. Oh, struggle. Let me go back. And Mara Lindenberg report your discovery of spiritual renaissance in Europe. I bet. 1950. This one came from Gainesville, Florida. Another Kelvinator. Somebody drank lots of drinks on this. 1951. It says, in this issue, a better break for mental patients. Churchill's apparent Anthony Eden. See, I have no idea because I ripped and shredded these. Look, more silver hair. Hey, it's just very gross. People don't do that anymore. Go get the shiners. Pick it out at the Ace Hardware store, Mickey, whatever it's called. Air Warning Supervisor. U.S. in this issue, U.S. against bombing. Air Warning Supervisor, 1951. Silverware. Easter Miracle. 11 pages of color. Child's choir sings. I did like it when they added color. Super nice. It did do something. It did do something. Bovina, Texas. Shout out Mr. Clifford Leak. He read this in 1953. I doubt he still lives there. It's a P.O. box anyway. And look, the Kotex out. Look at the Kotex out. What are they going to say? Y'all look at this one. Hold on. We just talk about her outfit. Pretty cute. It's not about. It's not misogynistic shooting. I'm not feminine. March 5th, 1956. 7 years of heartbreak and marriage. Sundered by immigration laws. Kim Novak. She's so beautiful. Dang it. Triumph over 2K. And y'all. We didn't start brushing our teeth so very too long ago. According to this, we didn't know what we were doing 50 years ago with toothpaste. We didn't know. We didn't know what it was. We didn't know how to use it. We didn't have it. They introduced it in these magazines. Look at that. It's cute. Aren't you glad we used dial soap? See, they're still around. Yeah. To eternity. See, I don't know anything about any of them. Love that picture there. See, silverware. Whoever the artist was, he deserves. Like, you need to like Photoshop it, the silverware out, and man, crop that up. Well, it's like Yeah, but the artist was. I don't know who it was. Does it say? I'll look. What is that? I'll look at Mary Freeman, Slowly Champion. That's, well, does it says John White? White. I don't know what the last name is. I'm not finding that out. I've seen too many of those. What a great artist. I've been inspired as well, like in my painting. You know, I've not been a painter, learning to paint.
Are you trying to teach somebody and Rody comes in there or late? I don't know who it is. They got some stinky fucking ass going on right now.
Oh. I'm listening to your SoundCloud page.
Are you streaming right now?
Yeah.
Hi, people.
There's nobody watching. There's nobody there. It's just I'm doing like little 20-minute of turning these pages and just seeing what goes down. I don't know. Norman Rockwell, right there. Look, Norman Rockwell.
Mm-hmm.
He did a lot. Like I'm looking through it and like trying to figure out who the artists are on some of this stuff because it's repetitively good on a lot of this magazine. And I don't know if I'm the right thing on SoundCloud, but sometimes it switches over to places I don't recognize. Like it's not streaming like in all of your music. Like down the playlist. How do you get that? Playlist.
I'm hungry.
Okay. Well, I guess we can leave on that note, huh?
I'm real hungry.
Cigars. It's an app. I'm like, what is that? What is that? I don't like that now. What is that? You okay over there, mouth breather?
I'm hungry.
I know. All right, I'm gonna stop this. Hello, Mama.